Alright guys, so on today's video I'm actually going to be discussing the key differences between the GoPro Hero 7 and the GoPro Hero 9. And if it's time to finally upgrade from the 7 to the 9, or if you're good and you don't need the 9 and you could just stick with the 7. Let's get right into it. So the first key difference I'm going to go over is the actual physical differences between the GoPros. So the obvious physical difference is the 9 is a lot bigger than the 7. Not just the length of it, but also the width. As you can see, the 9 has actually gotten a lot bigger versus the 7. Just for comparison, I brought a point and shoot camera on the 7 and how big it is compared to the 9 and how big this bad boy is. Obviously there's a huge gap here, but there's a definitely nice difference in how much bigger the 9 has become. The next physical difference is obviously the front screen. As you can see here now, the front screen is a lot smaller, and also you cannot see yourself from this screen. And on this screen, you can actually see yourself now. So if you turn this on, so if you turn the 7, obviously all you can do is tell you what photo you are, your battery life, and your memory. But now with the GoPro 9, as you can see here, you can actually, it's a front-looking screen, so you can see yourself, your hands and everything moving. So now you can watch yourself whenever you're doing any type of a selfie or if you're trying to do a vlog. So I'm recording now with the GoPro Hero 7. I have no idea if I'm in the shot. I'm pretty damn sure I'm in the shot because we are in wide view. If I move myself to the right, I think I'm still in the shot, but I don't actually know. If I move myself to the left, I think I'm still in the shot. I don't know actually, to be honest. I just have to assume that I am. I know for sure right here I'm probably in the shot. I don't know specifically where in the shot, but I know we're in the shot. The nice thing about testing that I can see where I am in the shot, right? It's a little dark. If I go here, I can see that it's a little brighter. I want to move myself to the right side, I can move myself there. I can still see myself. To the left, I can still see that I'm in the shot. Closer, I can still see that I'm in the shot. I can go wider. Still tell that I'm in the shot. No matter where I move it, I know a little front screen right there tells me I'm in the shot and I can see myself. That's one nice feature about the new GoPro Hero 9. I know where I'm at. See, another difference is the back screen. The screen is obviously going to be a lot bigger on the 9 because it's a bigger GoPro. So, I mean, that's going to be an obvious given. Okay, so the next key physical difference between the GoPros is obviously the battery. Bigger battery, just so you can see the physical difference. Obviously the 9 is a lot bigger. It's going to be a little bit thicker. It's supposed to be 30% better battery life, so that's what comes with the bigger battery. So if you want a little bit more time out of your GoPro, then obviously you want to go with the 9. That's another next difference. One of the final key differences between the GoPros is that the 9 comes with these little mount pieces so that you can just go straight to trying to mount your GoPro onto something. Versus if you want to get the 7, you have to get this bad boy, which comes with the GoPro, but it kind of sucks that you have to have an extra accessory. So with the 7, you need to put this little case on it before you can mount it onto any of the accessories. So with the 7, you need this little case because you don't have these little whatever these things are called without the case. So you need to put this little mounting case on it before you can use any type of accessories to mount your GoPro onto anything. So one of the last key physical differences between the GoPro, which is actually something that is better for the 7 than it is for the 9, in my opinion, is if you own the 7, if you look at the entire body, you can feel pretty much everywhere there's like a little tiny rubber protection over the entire GoPro 7. In the front screen, on the bottom, on the side, it all has like kind of a rubber layer feeling to like the entire GoPro. On the 9, this front part is the only part that's rubber. This front little area, it has a nice layer of rubber. And then of course the back, maybe this tiny little layer right here has rubber. But if you actually look at any of this other part right here, this side, the top side, even the side and the bottom, it's all just plastic. There's no rubber layer above this. So I'm kind of afraid like if you do drop it, the only rubber protection you have is this little back piece in the front. But if you hit the side hard enough, I don't know, this plastic feels like it could crack. But that's just my opinion. But that is definitely a key difference that you can tell between the GoPros. Okay, so now we're gonna go over the features of the GoPro and what are kind of the same between the two GoPros. So both of them obviously can shoot 4K, 60 frames per second, 2.7K, 120 FPS, and 1080p, 240 frames per second. So they both can do that. They both technically have the time-lapse feature. It's just one of them has a lot better feature. Alright guys, and this is where the GoPro Hero 9 has the advantage because now I'm talking in real time to you guys after this time lapse versus the GoPro Hero 7. I have to actually record normal and then try another time warp, which would suck. And now, back to real time. Now we're gonna go back to time warp. This is one of the best features about going up to the GoPro Hero 9. They both have the removable lens cap in case you destroy your lens on your GoPro. The Hero 8 actually removed that removable lens cap, which is why I never upgraded from the 7 to the 8. But now it came back with the 9, so that's something that I believe a lot of people were complaining about probably. They both, of course, go underwater. All GoPros go underwater, whether they need a case or not. These both can go 33 meters under the water. And they both take pictures, but the difference in picture quality is now different because of the new upgrade for this GoPro Hero 9, which I will be going over right now. So now let's go over what you're upgrading for. The actual brand new features that come with the Hero 9 that are not on the GoPro Hero 7. The first one is 5K. Whether you want 5K or not, your GoPro Hero 9 will be coming with 5K quality video. So you'll be able to shoot it in 5K, 30 frames per second, or 24 frames per second, depending on what you want, which is a lot nicer feature just to zoom in so you have still higher resolutions in case you want to zoom in on your video. You can now do it with a 5K video. The next new feature is you have a 20 megapixel sensor versus your 12 megapixel sensor when taking photos. So now the GoPro Hero 9 comes with 20 megapixels, so if you ever do want to zoom in on your photos, it's a little bit of higher resolution and quality. Or if you want to take bigger prints for your photos, GoPro Hero 9 will have better photos. Not saying the GoPro should be a photo camera regardless, but if you do take photos, they will be definitely better quality on the new GoPro Hero 9. Another new feature that you have with GoPro Hero 9 is you have the time-lapse 3.0 feature. So now with the time-lapse 3.0, you can start your time-lapse, and then mid-time-lapse, you can actually stop and start playing in real time. So you can actually talk, audio and all that, and then resume your time-lapse video. You cannot do that with the GoPro Hero 7, but now with the new GoPro Hero 9, that is a new feature that is offered that you can do. Obviously with the new GoPro Hero 9, with all new GoPros, you get better stabilization. Now with that 5K, you might be able to stabilize the 4K even better. Hypersmooth 3.0 comes with the brand new GoPro Hero 9. Now we're gonna test the stabilization for both of them, all right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and run down these stairs. And I'm gonna run a little bit too with both GoPros, so let's see how it goes. Let me know how you think it looks. So another feature that comes with the Hero 9 that is kind of, I don't know if it's good or bad yet. I haven't really needed to use it yet. Linear horizon lock. So you can actually lock your GoPro so that it's in contact with a certain horizon so that it'll just follow it no matter which way the GoPro rotates, which could be really good with some shots. And it moves around 45-degree angle before it will start to shift. So the GoPro Hero 9 obviously comes with this lens cap that is removable like the 7, except that it's removable for a purpose besides changing it if it cracks. GoPro has created a new mod so that you can put on there to have even wider angle lens, which is already wide enough as it is, but you never know if that's something you're into. That is the new feature that comes with 9. Just more accessories you can buy. Another cool feature about the GoPro Hero 9 that I am actually excited to try is the scheduled capture. So you can actually go ahead and mount your new GoPro Hero 9 anywhere you want. If you want to get some early sun rising or the sun going down or even the stars moving at night, scheduled capture allows you to tell your GoPro to turn on at a certain time and then turn off at a certain time. So that's one thing that's cool, so you don't actually have to be there to turn it on or turn it off. It'll do it on its own. And then the last key differences between the GoPro Hero 9 and the GoPro Hero 7 is the menu. You now have more buttons you can press for the 9 that'll make it easier than the 7. Like just going in slow motion, you just have to press a button versus having to navigate through the menu to change your shot so that it does slow motion. Now you have a grid. There's just a lot more buttons that you can press on your screen versus the 7 on the 9. That just makes shooting with the GoPro Hero 9 a lot easier, instead of having to navigate through the entire menu just to change the features that you want to change. Alright, so those are the key differences between the Hero 7 and the Hero 9. I feel like the upgrade is nice because you do get a lot more not just features with the Hero 9, but you get better battery, you get that nice beautiful front screen when you're doing vlogs. You have more megapixels so you can have better photos. You get that 5K video so you can zoom in on your shots and the video will still turn out great. I like the feature for the scheduled capture. Going from the 7 to the 9 is definitely enough for me to upgrade to the 9. You get a lot more features, physical or programmed, that are worth the upgrade. But that is just my opinion. You can choose whether to upgrade from the 7 to the 9 or save the money and just keep the 7. So if you like the video, please like, comment down below if you're gonna upgrade from the 7 to the 9. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Thank you for watching and I'll see you guys on the next one.